So welcome everybody. We may not have a bell tower yet, but we have a bell and a ringer. So here we start. Donate to the Bell Tower Fund in the boxes out there. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, everybody, for being here on this beautiful day, in this lovely place, in this lovely community. It's good to be together. We might need some bells at the end. So we gather here for this brief ceremony of dedication with some big dreams. In our spiritual tradition, when we gather for a ceremony of child dedication, we're gathering not to say that the act makes a child blessed or holy, but we gather to celebrate that the child is inherently blessed and holy and sacred as they are. And as a community, then what we do is dedicate ourselves collectively to build a world where they are loved and cared for and can flourish. So here too, we come to this land now entrusted to our care to remind ourselves that all of this land, its soil, its plants, its wildlife, its histories, its stories are sacred and holy already, and we dedicate our care to it. Our time, our resources, our love to our mutual flourishing, so that we may live well at the intersection of public witness and preserved wilderness, and for the flourishing of many living things for generations to come. So we begin with our intention with these words from our building team.
May we welcome people with inclusive spaces and universal access.
Nurture spirituality and personal growth with beauty, art, and inspiration.
Practice justice with eco-restorative design.
Expand our community with flexible and multi-purpose space.
Create joy and resilience with places for play.
Care for sacred space to honor ancestors and nature.
Grow by embodying the intersection of public witness and preserved wilderness.
comes from We Belong to the Earth by Chief Noah Self. This we know, the earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. This we know, all things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth, befalls the children of the earth. We did not weave the web of life, we are merely a strand in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves.
I'm very pleased to share these words of acknowledgement with Myatt, who was the very first student to graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Native American Studies from Augsburg College. These words of acknowledgement were drafted together by Myatt and Jerry Katzman. And these words were also shared with our local Dakota leaders, who said they are with us today in spirit.
This land, which is now entrusted to our care, is the ancestral and contemporary land of the Dakota people, for whom the land holds historical, spiritual, and political significance.
We recognize and honor the Dakota people, ancestors and descendants, as well as the land, its growing and living soil, plants, trees, and animals.
We also recognize that this acknowledgement is only one part of our greater intention and commitment.
That commitment, which is to live with this place in ways that build relationship and community, in ways that tell honest histories, and that seek to move towards reconciliation and healing.
In gratitude for the gifts of the earth and our responsibility to tend well to our mutual flourishing.
This great turning we shall
be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round attending us. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change of life from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we cry. It is time now to sound the well. It is time now. It is time now. It is time now. It is time now.
In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Learn to lead in love. Learn to lead in love. Learn to lead in love.
So when we found out that we were going to be coming out here for the land dedication, we decided to have the children in faith development start to paint some rocks. Oftentimes you find rocks around the building that have words written on them, but we are going to be a little bit more intentional about it today. They decorated the rocks, and we're going to use them, and by we, I mean any of our young people or those young at heart, to build cairns around the land. I encourage you, if you find a rock when you're out walking around, to maybe start a cairn at a turn on the walking path, because cairns are historically used as things for wayfinding, how to find your way on a path, ways to not go sometimes. And so I encourage you, Luke's going to bless them with some water, but when we are done, to maybe grab a rock, take it down on the path and start a cairn. Or if you're not going to go down the path, I encourage you to put one over kind of where you walk, where the grass is a little longer, so people know that's where the turn is when you come in from across the street. Because it's a way of being present on the land, and then someday when we have our building here, they will still be here and will be fun and interesting to find out what happens to them and where they actually end up. So after the end of this dedication, the service, I should say, service light, we will invite you to come up and grab a rock and leave it around on the land.
Open air, free range service. So this water in this vessel is gathered. The hell has been boiled out of it this past week from our water communion service. In that service we had water that came from these lands here and waterways, and they came to our location, and now they've been returned back and mixed and mingled into this water. So this is from our community and offering our care and response. There is an old tradition, in Universalist tradition and others as well, of taking water and evergreens and sprinkling it out to bless a new space, to remind us we are connected to the world, we're connected to natural green growing things, we are connected by water to our stories and our histories. So Jameis is blessing us in this space. the rocks are blessed as well. So as we gather here, we sing our songs and we bring our stories, entering into the story of this place too. So the lyrics are in your order of service. We've changed them just a little bit, how to build a loving future together. So it goes like this. Many of you will know it. Gonna build a loving future. Build a loving future. Build a loving future. Never turning back. Never turning back. All right, so it starts like that. Gonna build a loving future. Gonna build a loving future. Gonna build a loving future. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna teach our children courage. Teach our children courage. Teach our children courage, never turning back, never turning back. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna build a loving future. 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 Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning I believe Laurel has a reading. Laurel.
A Place of Meeting by Eileen Karpelis. Out of wood and stone, out of dreams and sacrifice, the people build a home. Out of the work of their hands and hearts and minds, the people fashion a symbol and a reality. May this house be truly a place of meeting, meeting one with another in warmth and joy and openness, meeting one with another in courage and love and trust. May all who enter here trust one another so surely that they dare to share the deep fires that burst into anger as much as the sweet spring waters that swell into laughter, the slow erosion of wounded tears as much as the soaring song. May these walls know silence as 100 hearts searching inward, each for its own small spark of hope that might otherwise be snuffed out in the noise. May these rafters hear the voice of the child as surely as that of the orator, and the sound of the lute, and the click of the keyboard, the swish of the broom, and know that all are as holy as the shouts of a million stars. May the rain fall lightly on this house, the sun shine warmly, the winds blow softly, and bless it as a place of joy and peace.
So to end our time out here together, I'll invite you to traverse the trails as you'd like, or just gather up here. You can offer your funds as you're willing to the boxes under the tent, and mostly to feel the blessings of earth and sky and community in this place. So in a revival style, we're a Universalist church, and that's our tradition, and we're outside. This is the most revival-y we get, right? I'm going to do a little brief call and response while we end. So I'll say, here we will welcome with compassion, and then you'll say, welcome with compassion. Here we will nurture spiritual growth, and you'll say, nurture spiritual growth. Here we will practice justice, and you will say, practice justice. Can you do it? I believe in you. Here we will welcome with compassion.
Welcome with compassion.
Here we will nurture spiritual growth.
Nurture spiritual growth.
And here we will practice justice.
Practice justice.
May it be so. Amen.
Amen.